it's me, GV, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 3, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, we met Boone, who's at the top of that Dinky the Dinosaur tower, statue, whatever you want to call it. And Boone has a bone to pick with the Legion, who has kidnapped his wife. He's convinced that she's dead, but he wants some retribution, and someone in the town of Novak sold her out. So currently, we are on the One for My Baby quest. Optional, ask around Novak for information about who kidnapped Boone's wife, send someone in front of Dinky the Dinosaur, put on the beret to signal to Boone that this is the culprit. And if you don't remember, in the last episode, Boone told us to put on his NCR beret when we knew who sold out his wife and bring them out to the front of the statue. Why? I don't know, but we'll find out. So, to start out, why don't we go into the Dino D-Light front desk and ask around and see if anyone knows what happened to Boone's wife. But what time is it? It's 4 in the morning, so this is probably not gonna... Oh, you know what? Yeah, so I've mentioned that I don't like radios being played in New Vegas because of copyright claims. Apparently if we go to audio and if we turn down the radio, that should fix the problem. So thank you all of those that suggested that. Hopefully that fixes the problem. We won't hear any more radios. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to wait. Let's wait 8 hours, make it 12 o'clock p.m. Hopefully someone will populate this room. So with the Xbox Guide trick, it should be done right about now. And there is indeed someone. How's it going, Jeannie Mae Crawford?
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
Oh, well, you're really nice. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
Interesting, so it sounds like she might have left herself. Okay, looks like that's all we're going to get out of Jeannie Mae Crawford. Looks like we're going to have to ask around even more. I thought we might get all of our answers from Jeannie Mae, but it doesn't look like it. So, let's roam Novak. Whoa! Hi there, Brahmin. Okay, almost ran me down. Let's roam Novak a bit and explore since we haven't really. Okay, so who do we have here? Cliff Briscoes Bungalow. Let's head inside. You know what, I just realized this is the dude that sells the Dinky the Dinosaur statues, and it looks like he has even a surplus in his own house. Wow. But let's do some exploring. It doesn't look like he's in here, which is odd because it didn't say it was illegal for us to go inside, but it is illegal for us to steal these Dinky the Dinosaur. Oh, wow, you know what? I never even noticed that. There's two placed on top of roller skates. Interesting. Okay, let's actually head to the shop and talk to Cliff Briscoe and see if he has anything to say. Alright, so let's head back once more into the Dinky the Dinosaur itself. The Dino Bite gift shop, actually. That's what it's really called. And let's talk to Cliff Briscoe. This is the guy that we actually stole a very expensive gun from.
Can I get you anything?
But how would he know? What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Can't say we spoke much. Boone did most of the buying for him. She was in the store once, but she didn't stay long. Had a look on her face like she'd smelled something sour. But far as I can remember, the gift shop smelled fine. Well, fine as it always does.
Okay, is that all you're going to give me, Cliff Briscoe? Damn. I wonder who we're supposed to talk to. You know what? Manny Vargas might give us some insight since obviously him being a lookout and Boone being a lookout, obviously they share a similar occupation.
You have any luck with the ghouls? I'm counting on you.
I'm on something else right now, Manny. Damn it. Okay, maybe this is just... Who's Boone? We know who Boone is. Why are you on bad terms with Boone? What did you and Boone's wife argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins. We were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang. I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Uh-oh, looks like we might have a prime suspect. Did you have anything to do with Boone's wife's disappearance?
Believe me, when I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. I figured Boone would come around after a while. But he hasn't. I'm starting to think that if he doesn't find her, things will never go back to the way they were.
Who would want to hurt Boone's wife?
Man, everybody. That girl didn't have one friend in this whole town. She didn't want any. She wanted to sit in a room all day and make herself miserable, and she went out of her way to be rude. She upset a lot of people. You wouldn't have liked her either.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to I'm kind of having a hard time remembering who the hell we're supposed to talk to get the information that we need. So far, everyone's just giving broad general statements. So I think we're going to ask one more guy, and if he doesn't give us the answer, I mean, I already know, because obviously I've done this quest multiple times, but yeah, if he doesn't give us the answer, we might just go do some snooping for ourselves and find out accidentally. So let's talk to Ranger Andy, who you can also get something pretty unique from, but I think you have to do a quest. Is he in here? He is. How's it going, Ranger Andy?
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
What's wrong with Boone? No, you know what? I know what's wrong with Boone. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that?
Okay, I guess no one's going to tell us what we need to know. Did you do something to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
What did you do?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Okay, hey, just because you're idle and you'll never walk again, I forgot where I was going with that. So I think if we were able to pass that speech check, that's what lets him give us like some tips. He tells us about some secret ranger power strike move, and it allows us to like knock out people if we're using unarmed or something like that. I never use unarmed anyways. I know I said I was going to talk to him last, but I really want to find out this information without going directly to the source, and I don't know who you're supposed to talk to. That doesn't have a name on it. What about this one? I guess all these don't have names on it. That one was illegal to go inside of, though, which is kind of odd. Alright, let's try one motel room, and if that doesn't work, I will just... Manny Vargas's room, no, that's illegal. What about this one? Boone's room, we've already talked to Boone. Alright, we will try this motel room, and I don't think there's anyone living in these places except with Boone and Manny Vargas. Okay, that was creepy as hell. I don't know if it was for you guys, but like I thought there was not going to be anyone in here, and then she just walks out of that door. Oh, okay. Anyways, who do we have here? Daisy Whitman.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
Okay, you were a pilot.
Vertibird pilot.
Yeah, I don't care. What are you doing, Novak? Yep, okay. Did you fly for the NCR? I don't care. Goodbye. Guess she doesn't have any dialogue. Alright, moving on. That was 10 minutes of trying to get information that we never even got. Oh well, sometimes that happens. I guess it's because I usually have speech, and there's like some sort of speech option or something. I don't really know who's supposed to tell you, but I do know. And I'm getting a feeling that we're not done with the Dino Delight front desk. I feel like there's something in here that we need to find. So there's Jeannie May. There's also a big safe back here, and it has an easy lock. We're going to go into sneak. We are hidden. Let's try and open this sucker, shall we? Just to see what's inside. There we go. We have a bill of sale. Interesting. 29 bottle caps and some pre-war money. Let's take a look at that note, shall we? We, the representatives of the Consul Officerum, have this day bargained and purchased from Jeannie Mae Crawford of the Township of Novak the exclusive rights to ownership and sale of the slave, Carla Boone, for the sum of 1,000 bottle caps, and those of her unborn child for, oh my god, totally forgot about that dark twist, and those of her unborn child for the sum of 500 bottle caps, the receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged. We warrant the slave and her young to be sound, healthy slaves for life. We covenant with the said Jeannie Mae Crawford that we have full power to bargain and sell said slave and her offspring. Payment of an additional 500 bottle caps will be due pending successful maturation of the fetus. My God. The claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. M. Scribonius Libo Drusus et al., administrators of M. Licinius Crassus Consul Officiorum ab Famulatus. And as you can see, the Legion has a penchant for talking about things in Latin. Okay, so it looks like Jeannie Mae Crawford, even though she seems extremely nice and well-mannered, is the one that sold Boone's wife and her unborn child, which Boone didn't even know, into slavery. How dark is that? So now what we need to do is we need to wait... let's go 7 hours, because it needs to be nighttime. Boone needs to be on watch, not Manny. And we need to draw this person out to the front and put on the red beret to let him know we found out who it was. So, after it saves, hopefully my game didn't freeze, and hopefully it's just taking forever to save. Okay, let's head back inside. I don't know why I exited, to be honest. I think we could have just waited inside, but oh well. And let's talk to Jeannie Mae.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Oh, I am. What's wrong with Boone? What is this place? What is there of interest around here? Anything else? Tell me more about RepCon, which we will see later.
I hope you're...
Okay, that's odd. I guess we need to wait a little bit later. Maybe Manny's still up there, because there should be an option.
I hope you're fine.
Let's see. What in the world's going on with this quest? It's like not going as I thought it would be. Okay, what in the world is going on here? I'm gonna go check if Boone's outside, and then I'm gonna keep at this pretty much. Okay, I think I remember what has to happen. So Jeannie Mae cannot be in the Dino Delight, although I remember like telling her to walk outside while she was in there. But anyways, this is her actual house. We're a super creep because we're gonna wake her up in the middle of the night in her own house.
Is everything all right? Awful late to be dropping in unexpected.
Oh, I know, but come with me. There's something you should see in front of the dinosaur.
Okay, if that's what you think.
You like how I transitioned back into Arkansas or Arizona there? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I have to remind myself. Alright, let's go, Jeannie Mae Crawford. We are going to walk in front of the dinosaur. There's something I need to show you there. Something that requires your undivided attention. So, yeah. I remember that she takes absolutely forever. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but keep in mind, you can take pretty much anyone out there. I'm sure there are some constraints, but you can take most people out to the front and do what's about to happen here. Who is this guy, and why does he have a gun?
Hey there.
Hi. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna let her walk into place because I think there's a certain spot where she has to be, and it's not telling me where that is. So we're gonna wait till she stops, and that should give us a clear indication. There she goes. Alright, let's talk to her.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Oh, I sure am. Okay, she has no more dialogue as far as this quest. So now, we need to make sure our man is up there. You know what? I can spot his bald head all the way from down here. So let's go ahead and equip that, yeah, Boone's Beret. And see what happens. Looks like she got sniped right in the face by Boone. Return to Boone. Alright, but before we do that, Jeannie Mae's safe key, you'll notice you can also pickpocket that from her if you don't have an easy lockpicking skills, but if you don't, why are you even playing Fallout? Like, why are you even playing a Fallout game? It's much easier to just pick it. Much easier to just put points into the lockpicking skill. I wonder if we can jump up there. I think I've tried this before, and I might have been successful. Yeah, you know what? Probably with enough diligence, you probably could. I can't believe it's taken pretty much this whole entire episode to do this quest, which I thought we were going to get done with in like 5 minutes. I guess that just goes to show it's been quite a while since I've played this game. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Boone and finish up this side quest. And yeah, just to reiterate, you can take a lot of people out there and have him blow their brains out. If you're an evil character, you can do it to someone totally innocent.
That's it then. How did you know?
I found the bill of sale.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here.
And you'll notice we've gained karma for completing this quest. What will you do after this?
I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
Come with me. Let's go after the Legion.
You don't want to do that.
I thought snipers worked in teams.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Boone has given you the spotter perk. Okay. So we've acquired our first follower of the game, and it's Boone. There's a lot of followers in this game, and they all give you a unique perk. So with Boone, I believe it lets you, like, enemies will glow red, and it basically allows you to see them much easier in the distance. However, like I said, Arizona's a lone wanderer, a lone wolf is a better way to put that. So we're going to go into the companion wheel here, where there's a lot of different commands. Be aggressive, use stim pack, wait here, talk to, back up, keep distance, open inventory, use melee. But we're gonna say talk to.
What is it?
And we're gonna say, I think we should part ways for now, Boone.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think. You should head back home.
Alright.
Boone has returned to
Guess I'll be
Novak.
around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
Now, usually I do have Boone as a follower, but yeah, for this playthrough, I don't want any followers. But we will hopefully be able to do all of their quests, because I believe every one of them has a unique side quest. Regardless, we're going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. In the next episode, we're going to move on to a big side quest, and I will see you guys there. Bye-bye.